Hello, how are you? Welcome to Soul Aligned Self Care Live. My name's Tina Stinson. I am your host. For those of you who don't know me, I am a holistic health coach, professional life coach, and a certified culinary nutrition educator. And my main focus when it comes to nutrition is a plant-based diet. But I will not be talking about plant-based stuff today. However, that is going to be coming. Today we are talking about the Get Unstuck series. I don't know how many videos I've done in this series because I don't have a complete plan to end when I'm going to end it, to be honest with you, because sometimes other things pop up that I want to add to it. So I'm just going to probably keep going into November. And today I am very excited. We're going to be talking about finding your why and what that is and why it's important. So I'm a little early, a tad early, so I'm just going to wait for a moment. I'll be sharing with you at the end a new program that's going to be coming up it starts in November. So, and it'll be opening next week. It'll be available next week or by the end of this week. I'm trying to get it ready by the end of this week, but for sure next week it'll be available for purchase so you can get in there. It's going to be limited because it's going to be kind of more of a one-on-one combination group program kind of thing. But today in the Get Unstuck series, we are talking about finding your why. And I wrote a blog post about this the other day. I haven't sent out the email yet, so if you're on the email list, that you should get it. If you're not on the email list, definitely, if you like it, if you want to get the replays, I send out the replays of these every week. I post it on my YouTube channel, so it'll drag you there instead of Facebook. So when I send the replay link in the email, it'll be to my YouTube channel, but it's this exact recording that you'll get. I don't edit it at all as of now. I don't feel like it's completely necessary to edit it. Although maybe sometimes I should. You have to excuse me, every time I see my face, I woke up with my face a little swollen today, and I don't know, I'm allergic to a lot of stuff, so I'm just thinking that I'm having a reaction to something, I don't know what, but it's going down, and this side of my face I just look a little weird right now. You might not notice it, but I notice it because it's me. So I'm a little thrown off today. I had to bring my dog to the vet to have her shots. So she's sleepy now. And this is my first live today. I'm going live also in the Aligned and Worthy Boot Camp, which is my foundational program that teaches you all the stuff that I teach you on here, but we just go deeper. And in that program, you have lifetime access to it. And that's going to be combined with the new offering that I have that's going to be open next week that I'm going to talk about later. But yeah, you'll get to be in that program and you'll get lifetime access to it and all the coaching. I do monthly coaching inside the Aligned and Worthy on the Facebook page as of now. I might change that in the future to a Zoom call. I don't know. Right now it's because it's a new program, it's on a Facebook page. So I'll be going live in there talking about a very similar subject, except I do one-on-one coaching in there. So if you wanted for me to help you do your why, that's what I would be doing in there today. Okay, we're getting there. It's almost 12 o'clock. I don't like to start beforehand just in case someone actually does show up live. It's nice to wait to start for them because I said 12 o'clock. So it's 12 o'clock. So I can get started. Okay, once again, like I said, welcome to the Soul Aligned Self-Care Live Broadcast Extravaganza. Now, the Get Unstuck series that I've been talking about for a couple of weeks now, and we're moving into finding your why, what that is, why you need to do this. So this is a very powerful exercise that I'll be teaching you today. I do this with most of my private clients, and I also do this inside some of my programs. I do it inside Aligned and Worthy. You get like a whole worksheet on this, and it's a great tool to have for a lifetime. A lot of the tools that I give you, you can use over and over again. Okay, so what is a why? What do I mean by finding your why? So there's actually a book called Start with Your Why, or Start with Why. I think it's just Start with Why by Simon Sinek. And I think it's kind of like a business book, but it talks very similarly like what I'm going to talk about today. So if you're interested, that's a really good book. I read it a long time ago. I should probably reread it. But it's a really good book. I think he actually does a TED talk, or like if you Googled that, almost sure you could find him talking about it somewhere, because it was very popular at the time. Still is, probably. So anyway, your why. Your why is the reason, your strong, powerful reason that you have for a goal or a dream that you have. So say your dream is to become a professional athlete, and that's a very challenging, very big dream. So it would be good for you to have a very strong why behind that, okay? And it's why it's important to you. So, like, say, I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to walk through the whole exercise with you as I move forward. But you would just really have to dig deep and ask yourself, why is this goal important to me? And it's really important to kind of explore what your why is, because if you have a big goal and you have a big dream and you're just getting started and you really don't know how you're going to get there, you just know that you're going to go one step at a time and it'll unfold as you move through it, right? And that's how most big goals and dreams work. You don't know completely how you're going to get there. You have the goal, you know where you're starting, you know what the end point is, but you don't know what the in between is. And so, in order to keep you motivated, to keep you going, to keep you excited and inspired, you need to have your why. And I'm not saying you can't achieve it in a dream without your why. I'm just saying you have more of a chance of achieving that dream. And I actually believe that this can move you closer to that dream quicker, because it like enhances that enthusiasm and it keeps you inspired. And you really do need to like revisit this often. If you don't have coffee, grab your coffee, because we're going to be here for a little while. Sorry about that. Let me turn my notifications off. I'm getting notifications about an eyeglass sale. It's not very important. Okay, sorry about that. So having your why is like having like your own little personal cheerleader. It's important to have. It's a very quick, simple step that you can take that can help you move closer to your goal quicker. And it could kind of like, I don't like to use the word guarantee, but it helps you have more success. You're more likely to have success when you have your why, okay? And I firmly believe this. And the first time I did this exercise, I took this course. This was a long time ago, and I believe when I signed up for this course, I believe they changed the name of it, but it's with Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi. I know I'm fucking that up. I'm sorry if I fucked that up. But I think when I took it, it was called Mastermind or something like that. It was a pretty good course. Like, I usually don't buy stuff from men. I usually don't like man coaches. Like, they're too like, I don't know what the right word is. They beat you. I don't know if that's a term. I just invented that term. Not all men are like that. There's some really good men coaches, and so I don't want to I don't want you to think that I don't like men. I just tend to like to work with female coaches, because I think they understand my life circumstances and where I'm coming from more, just because I'm female and they're female. So I like working with female coaches. But this program was really, I learned there was a few really good takeaways, and this was one of them. I learned this from this program, and I believe in this program they called it 7 levels deep. I'm not really sure, but I use this all the time. It's super powerful and I really love it. So I'm going to go through this exercise of how to find your why. So you have to ask yourself the question, um, okay, let me go through the script that I have for you. I'm going to be reading from my phone. So when I turn my head, I have this script. All right, so we're going to have a fake goal. Okay, so the goal is, where is it? Okay, so the goal is, say I'm working with a person and their goal is, I want to go back to school and finish my degree. They have a degree, they almost have their degree, they're just like a little bit short of it, and they feel like it's holding them back. Okay, so that's their goal, to go back to school and get their degree, finish that degree finally. So then I would ask them, why is this important to you? Okay, and they answer, because I would like to get a better job and make more money. That makes sense, right? That's a good why right there. That's a pretty good why. They want to get a better job. They want to better themselves. So it's a pretty good why. But watch how when we go deeper, how it gets more powerful. It gets so much more powerful. All right. So then I ask again, why is that important to you? So I'm just asking the same question over and over, but I'm asking that question to the different answers. So I'm not asking them why it's important for them to get their degree. I'm asking them, why is it important for them to get a better job and make more money? Okay. And they're going to say, because if I make more money, I'll be able to pay my bills and maybe have some money left over. And I'll be like, well, why is it important to you to be able to pay your bills and have money left over? And then they say, because if I could pay my bills, I could have less stress, I'll be happier. If I have some money left over, I could take better care of my family and also have some fun with them. Okay, well, why is that important for you, to have the less stress, be happier, and take care of your family? Why is that important to you? Because when I'm stressed out, this is the person answering, because when I'm stressed out, I could be cranky with my family, and when money is tight, it's hard to do anything with my family, and that's not fun. I feel trapped. I don't want to be cranky with the people that I love. Okay, well, why is that important to you? Why is it important to you not to be cranky and, have fun with your family? And then they say, well, I want to be able to care for my family. I want them not to feel stressed. I want them to feel loved and cared for. Okay, so you see how much deeper this is going? It just gets deeper and deeper. Okay, why is that important to you? Okay, I want them to be, and this is the answer, I want them to be in a better place than I was growing up. I want to be able to give them more. Okay, well, why is that important to you? Okay, and the answer is, I want them to feel free. I want them to have all options available. I want all of us to be free. Okay, so the first answer, that's the final answer. So you ask the question like 7 times, or you ask the question until they can't answer it anymore. So when you're asking yourself the question, you just keep going deeper until you just can't seem to answer it anymore. So if you can't answer it 7 times, it's not that you're not going to have a deeply powerful why. It just means maybe you got there quicker. Okay, so the first answer was, I would like to get a better job and make more money. All right, that's the first why. The last why, once we go through this exercise, is, I want my family to feel free. I want us all to have options, all options. I want all of us to have freedom. Now, can you see how much more powerful that is? Like if you write that down, and that's going to be like that's your why for your goal. Like this person is working towards the degree while they're working a full-time job, taking care of a family. It's a lot of work. It's a hard goal. And so they need a strong why, right? They need to know what that why is. I got schmutz all over my shirt. So they need to have that strong why, because this is going to be hard for them. It's going to be a lot of work, and they're going to be tired. So which one is more powerful? Like they might look at I would like to get a better job and make more money, and be like, ugh, fuck it. That's just, I don't care if I make more money. I'm exhausted. I am fucking exhausted, right? That might be what happens, and they might lose that momentum, lose that inspiration, and they might not finish. But when they look at their why and they see, I want my family and myself to feel free. I want all options available to me and my kids and my family. I want us all to have that freedom. Then you're like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm going to keep going. I got to do this. I got to do this for myself. I got to do this for my family. This is going to set us free. This is going to give us choices. This is going to make all options available, right? That's so much more powerful. And the first time I learned this exercise, I was like, damn, this is really, it's different. It's different when you journal this out and you dig deeper. You know what I mean? It's just so powerful. Okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Now, there's like a second part of this exercise that's also very powerful, and that is when I work with people and they're writing out their goals and dreams, I always say to them to make sure it's your dream. I want them to focus on their wants and needs and not their partner, not their families, not their kids, not their parents, not society's, not what is acceptable by society. I want them to have their own dream that they're passionate about, because if it's not their dream, the chances are they're not going to reach it. It's not important to them. It's important to someone else. And if it's a hard dream, it might not happen unless there's a lot of pressure, right? So what this exercise also does is it brings out those imposter dreams and goals. So like say one of those other people's dreams got passed, it got through, and you're working on it. You're working on this dream and you're like, all right, I got to find my why for this dream. As you go through this exercise, you're not going to be able to come up with very powerful reasons of why this is important to you, because it's not. Or the important reason might be to make my parents happy, to make my family proud of me, um, to make everybody, look at me and see how successful I am. Then that's not your dream. That's a dream that you're trying to please society or you're trying to please family. It's more about you. Like with that last why I talked about, yes, they wanted to support their family and give their family freedom, but it was about them first. They wanted to give themselves freedom. They wanted the whole family to be free and have all options. They wanted better opportunities for themselves. They wanted to live free and have fun. Okay, so it wasn't just about the family. But when you're doing something to please somebody else or to be accepted by somebody else, that's not your dream. And so doing this exercise will bring that out. It'll just bring that imposter out to the surface, and it'll make you realize that this might not be your dream. It might not be something that you should work towards. Okay, I know there's situations where people feel, especially younger people, feel pressured by their family or by society to do certain things. Like somebody going to school to learn how to be they're gonna get their master's in literature, or I don't know, I'm trying to make something up that's not gonna put them in a high paying job right away. Like, just I feel like you need to really be passionate about something, especially if it's a hard dream. You need to be passionate about it in order to reach that goal, in order to enjoy reaching that goal. Okay, because it's not when you have a starting point and then you have this big dream, and it's a really big dream and goal. And I encourage people to dream big. I've heard people say, make sure it's realistic. And I'm like, fuck that. Just like dream bigger. Dream as big as you can. You don't have to know the how. You don't have to know. You just know, you need to know where you're starting and where you're finishing. Because I believe it's not all about the success. Yes, you want to reach that goal. Yes, you want to make that dream come true. But have you ever heard of somebody reaching a dream or a goal and just being very unenthusiastic and being like, it's very like, mwah, mwah. Like, they thought they'd feel differently. They thought, it's like, I want to make $1 million in my business. And then the person reaches that goal and they're like, it doesn't feel any different. It doesn't feel different. And they're just like, wow, this is very like anticlimactic. Like, it's just like, no. So what I'm saying though is, I'm not saying don't go for the dream. What I'm saying is realize that it's not always about the success. It's not always about reaching it. It's about the journey. Okay, so when you have a big goal and you have like these big aspirations and you have no idea how the hell you're going to get there, you just know you're going to take one step at a time and you're going to keep moving forward and you're going to learn from your mistakes and you're going to redirect yourself and you're going to get there. What happens is, sorry, I have a tickle in my throat. What happens is you have so much freaking fun on the way there. So it's not just about reaching the goal. It's also about the journey. It's about the experiences you have along the way. How many times have you done something hard And while you're going through it, you're like, Jesus, this is hard. Like, Jesus. And then you look back at those times with happiness and joy, and you're like, remember when we were doing that? Remember when we were doing that? And you look back at the struggle as if it was fun, because it was. It was an experience. You're living. So life isn't about the end point that you reach when you get to the end of life. It's not all about that. It's about your experience along the way. All right. So I encourage people to have big, crazy goals and big, crazy dreams, because it's way more freaking fun. Okay. But when you have those big dreams and goals, you need to have a strong why. And it needs to be your dream and your goal. And that's why this exercise is so freaking important. It's so important. And it's so easy to do. How long did that take? Not even 10 minutes. And like, all right, so I was just going through a script. So it might take you longer. So it could take you 10 minutes. It could take you an hour, but I don't think it's going to take any longer than an hour. And yes, you should write one out for each goal. And yes, sometimes when I do this exercise for each goal, each one of my own goals, sometimes the answer is the same. And one of the answers I always get for everything is freedom. I want freedom. You know, like, why did I stop selling real estate and start my own business? Because I wanted freedom. I wanted freedom. Like, I did have a lot of freedom with real estate, but I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it at all. I hated real estate. It was a way for me to support my family at the time. It was a quick way to be, as a single mother, to be able to support 3 children quickly. Like, I went to school for a week and I got my real estate license, and I was a real estate agent. It was quick. I needed something quick. I needed a solution quick to be able to take care of my kids. And that's what I did. And it worked. And I did it for 15 years. And I learned so much from it. I got a lot of skills from it that were helpful in this new business. But did I love it? No. Was I passionate about it? No, I was not. But it was a means to an end. And so doing this job, it was a big shift. It was a big goal. But that's what I wanted. So I was like, why not? Why not? You know, so I hope that this was helpful. Let me just check my notes and see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. That's it. Okay. I did good. I didn't go too far off topic. I'm proud of myself. Okay. So like I said, I was going to talk about this program, but first I'm going to say it again. If you want to get signed up for the blog, or just on my email list, just go to my website, tinastinson.com. There are many different freebies you could grab, and once you grab one of those freebies, you're on my email list. As long as you opt in for marketing emails, I think that's what they call it. I do send some marketing emails, but I send out a weekly newsletter that has a link to my blogs, that has a link to the live replay, and usually a little something else. I don't know. It usually has a link to the book club, I think, sometimes. But yeah, you'll get the access to that. And then I also send out an email with my podcast every week, so you'll get that. So if you want to opt into that, just go to the website. As far as this new program, I'm very excited about it. It's called the Reset and Thrive Mentorship. And this mentorship is going to include the Aligned and Worthy Boot Camp, which is my foundational program where I have 11 different powerful self-care practices that I teach you. So there's 11 different lessons, 11 different videos, there's worksheets, there's affirmations, there's meditations, and there's even tapping videos, which is EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. If you're not familiar with it, look it up. It's really cool. Anyway, it's a really great, powerful program. It helps it helps people who are driven or people who want to achieve their goals. It helps them get there faster, but it also helps them do it without the burnout and the overwhelm. Okay, this is deep level self-care that makes you more powerful. It just makes you get to reconnect with yourself and your intuition, and you get to reach all those big goals and those big dreams without the overwhelm and the burnout. And the reason why I teach this is because I've been through that. I've been through the burnout. I had a stroke when I was 39 from stress, and I've returned from that, and I rebuilt myself, and I know how to do that. And these are the self-care practices that I teach every day to help people do the same thing. And I also really love and geek out about goal setting and reaching your goals faster, having a ripple effect on the rest of your life, how to be more intentional with your time, to create more time for yourself. Everybody complains about not having enough time. So I love helping people create more time in their lives. And so I do this inside of that program. Now, the Reset and Thrive mentorship includes that program so that you can go through the processes of that program and you have lifetime access to it. But it also includes a private one-on-one. So I will be working with you through November and December to keep yourself on track, to reset your mindset, right? De-stress and reach those goals that you want to reach. Get unstuck, reach those goals that you want to reach without the stress and the overwhelm. And I decided to do this during November and December because everybody's so freaking stressed out during the holidays. So I would love for you to join me in this. Now, there's a couple of really fun bonuses that I'm going to attach to this. So you get, I think I'm going to do 9 calls with you. So there'll be 9 one-on-one calls with you to help you move through this reset, this mindset reset, this health reset, and the self-care practices that I teach in the Aligned and Worthy Bootcamp. Okay, so there'll be 9 calls doing that. Actually, there'll be 8 calls. The 9th call is really about like how to move forward without the coaching. So like that's what that's about. But when you're in the Aligned and Worthy program, you have monthly coaching year round. I go live once a month coaching. You could send me questions, any questions you want answered, anything you need help with. So you do still get that that foundation for yourself, and you have lifetime access to this. Okay, so you'll get the private one-on-one calls, you'll get the Aligned and Worthy Bootcamp, but then the bonuses on top of that is I'm adding the Time Expansion Workshop. Now, the Time Expansion Workshop teaches you how to create more time. So we go through different practices to help you create more time. And I will do a Q&A on that. So you get the workshop, you have to do the workshop yourself. It's recorded. It's a live recorded workshop. So it's like a replay. And so you'll get that, but I'll do a Q&A on that. And that'll be a group Q&A with whoever signs up for this program. And then secondly, you'll get, at the end of the year, I'm going to give you an epic year planning session. So this helps you plan out your whole year, setting goals and doing all that stuff. And that includes a vision board party where that will include everybody. So the epic year planning session is private. It's a one-on-one call that you set up with me. It's about an hour and a half, and we go through the whole year. We set all your goals and get all that stuff done, okay? And you'll have all your core values written out. So you have a plan for the year. It's an epic program. It's an epic program. So you get the one-on-one calls, the Aligned and Worthy Bootcamp, the Time Expansion Masterclass, and the Epic Year Planning Session, which includes a vision board workshop. I love doing vision boards, so I had to include that. So it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be a way to reset, and then you'll be so freaking set for the new year. So freaking set. And that's why I call it Reset and Thrive. You're going to reset everything during the month of November and December, and then you're going to start your year off powerful with your epic year planning session, and you'll be set for the year. And so it's going to be so much fun, and that's going to be, I haven't priced it out yet, so I would tell you what the price is, but I don't know what's going to be priced out yet. I have to figure that out. And I have my assistant who's doing the offer right now. She's creating that offer for me. It's either going to be ready at the end of this week or next week. So as soon as that's ready, I will send it to you. I sent it out in an email once already, just a little teaser about it. I'm so excited about this because first of all, I love Aligned and Worthy, my foundational program. I freaking love it. It's like my passion project. But I also love working one-on-one with people. I find it to be so powerful. I love helping people reach their dreams. So if you're interested in this, you could definitely get on my email list because you'll find out about it. But you could also reach out to me. You could message me on any of the social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, or you can email me, tina@tinastinson.com. I will put my email in the notes. This will be on my YouTube channel, so I'll put that in the notes. Okay, that is it for today. It was a pleasure doing this exercise with you. be sure to do this for every goal and dream you have, even the small ones. I just do the practice, just test it out and see how much your answer changes. It's so mind-blowing. I just love doing this exercise with people. And I will see you next Wednesday for my live. I think I'll be next Wednesday. Let me just look at the dates because I am going to be going away. Yeah, I'll be here next Wednesday. The Wednesday after that, I'm going to still go live that week, but I'm probably going to go live on Thursday. So that it would be the 27th instead of the 26th. But I will be here next week, so I will see you then. Bye. Love you.